Azovmina Prophecy. Azovmina Prophecy 1.
The events before and right after the rapture.
Psalm 83rd War will occur in late spring, probably June. This event occurs prior to the rapture.
Syrians, Jordanians, Palestinians, Iraqis, and Egyptians will hit Israel with chemical weapons in the evening time.
Israel will be hit with weapons of mass destruction at night. And by the next morning, Israel will respond with the Samson option. Gaza will be destroyed. Gaza will melt from a nuclear attack, as will Damascus, Amman, Jordan, and central Egypt.
Samson option. If Israel is about to be destroyed, they will send out their planes loaded with nuclear weapons and destroy all the countries around them.
After Israel nukes Damascus, that brings Germany and Russia against Israel.
Kiev will evacuate just before nuclear war between a reformed Soviet Union and the USA begins.
The rapture takes place sometime during the Feast of Trumpets, also known as Rosh Hashanah. This will be observed from September 5th to October 5th.
Whatever year the rapture takes place, then a couple of months later on November 11th, World War III takes place. I believe we're looking at 2026, but we don't know for sure. It's all going to be fulfilled. Pastor Philip Barnett.
Get ready, because time is short.
Either Israel or America will destroy Iran before World War III. A nuclear exchange between Russia and America, World War III, starts November 11th, the same year as the rapture. Millions of Iranians will flee to every country in the world to escape the radiation.
There will be war between a reformed Soviet Union, Russia, Belarus, and eastern Ukraine, and the USA. American nuclear missiles will destroy eastern Ukraine. Pastor Philip Barnett's vision. From the Azovsky Sea up to the Belarusian border, from the Dnieper River over to Russia, it was black, burned by nuclear bombs that struck.
USA strikes eastern Ukraine. 8 nuclear weapons. USA strikes reformed Soviet Union.
I'm calling you to be a prophet, not just to Ukraine, but to many countries. And that's why we are back here in America, because I must warn people of what's getting ready to happen, not just in Ukraine, but to the nuclear war that's coming to America. In Oklahoma 1, God showed me, He put me on a building in southern Alabama, in Mobile, Alabama. And on this building, I see the Russian ICBM missiles coming across Canada to America. And I can see all the way from the Rocky Mountains all the way over to the East Coast. I could not see from where I was at. I couldn't see Florida, and I couldn't see anything on the west side of the Rocky Mountains. The first nuclear bomb, that ICBM nuclear missile that hit America, destroyed Chicago. The next one hit Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but it was way up in the air. It didn't come down lower in the air, but it was way up in the atmosphere, but it blew up over Milwaukee. Then Cleveland, Ohio. Then St. Louis, Memphis, Nashville, New Orleans, Little Rock, Denver, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
One will hit Boston.
That's 7 nuclear missiles, but only 6 planes I saw.
Philadelphia, Sacramento, Portland, Seattle,
and Baltimore. New York received 3 bombs. Washington, D.C., 2 bombs.
Azovmina Prophecy. America's Safe Zones World War III. Cincinnati, and the land above Cincinnati and to the south of Cincinnati. There will be a safe zone that God will allow people from the northeast to flee to, so that they won't be destroyed in the nuclear war after the rapture. Arizona, Alabama. There will be a safe zone on the southeastern part of the Smoky Mountains, in the area of Cleveland, in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and that area will be a safe zone. The Northern Plains, the Great Plains in North America, North and South Dakota, and Nebraska will be safe zones. There will be a massive safe zone in Texas, in Oklahoma, in central Kansas. All people in Washington, Oregon, and California should evacuate to the western Rocky Mountains for refuge after the rapture of the Christ believers. Azovmina Prophecy 2. Events after World War III, mainly the middle of the tribulation. Much of America and Russia will be destroyed at the beginning of the tribulation. At the midpoint of the tribulation, China will try to conquer the United States, but will fail. San Antonio will fall to the Chinese. They will SA every woman they can find. Many don't have a wife. The Europeans and Africans will attack Texas from the Gulf. China will attack Texas from the Pacific side. They will lose.
China will also attack Western Canada.
At the midpoint of the tribulation period, when the Antichrist gathers his 200 million man army together, it is not the Battle of Armageddon.
This major battle is the Antichrist attempting to conquer every nation in the world and institute the mark of the beast.
European Union, there's a 10-nation confederacy, but 3 nations leave and 1 nation joins. This will leave 8 nations in the Union.
The book of Micah reveals that the Antichrist is from Assyria, an ancestor from Antioch Epiphanes.
There was a temple to Zeus, the main idol of the Greeks. Pigs were used in their sacrifices.
An ancestor of Antioch Epiphanes will go into the temple and claim to be God.
All of technology from quantum computers will be fed to the image of the Antichrist. He will be like a hologram. People can ask any question they want and get an answer instantly.
The people will believe what they hear. The false prophet will be able to call fire down from heaven and do many signs through the devil.
At the midpoint of the tribulation period, Lucifer will be cast down again. His power to fly around the earth like lightning will be taken away from him.
When Lucifer is kicked to the ground, he will enter into the Antichrist.
The army of the Antichrist will try to conquer the world, including the Europeans, Africans, and Chinese.
First American territory that will be attacked by the Antichrist army will be Puerto Rico, then Texas.
The Antichrist's army will not conquer Western Ukraine, Switzerland, or America. Some nations will stand and fight, and God will help them to win. The Antichrist will capture Jerusalem. Israel will repent. 1/3 of the Jews will either not be killed or will escape to Jordan and set up a government in exile. God is loving and is warning all people before these events occur. Please take these warnings seriously.